सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। सर्वमंगल मांगल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थ साधिके शरण्ये त्र्यंबके गौरी नारायणी नमोस्तुते। सृष्टि विनाशानां शक्तिभूते सनातनी गुणाश्रये गुणमयी नारायणी नमोस्तुते। शरणागत दीनार्थ परित्राणपरायणे सर्वस्यार्ति हरे देवी नारायणी नमोस्तुते। ओम नमो भगवते शिवानंदाय। ओम नमो भगवते चिदानंदाय। ओम नमो भगवते Krishnanandaya. Hari Om, dear seekers in the divine. Today we will share the yoga of synthesis. Yoga of synthesis was declared or given as the quintessential teachings by Swami Shivanandaji Maharaj of the Divine Life Society in Rishikesh. And he, over the last century, there have been devotees all over the world practicing this yoga because it incorporates, it encapsulates all the scriptures, all the Vedas, the Upanishads, and he has taken the essence out of that and put them in simple format for people to utilize in their day-to-day spiritual sadhana. He has given these pointers as simple techniques to use on the spiritual path to go straight towards the goal of self-realization. Because Swami Shivananda says, the only and only goal of life is to attain self-realization. Even the attainment itself is a myth because we already are that pure reality, that pure bliss. But because there is this notion that I am this ego, body, mind, one has to transcend, one has to go beyond that for the revelation of that truth to dawn. Swami Shivananda gave very crisp aphorisms and techniques on the path of spirituality. So quickly, just in one sentence, we can talk about, give that, and then we can dwell upon each one a little more in detail. He said, the quintessence of the yoga of synthesis: serve, love, give, purify, meditate, realize, be good, do good, be kind, be compassionate, inquire who am I, know thyself, and be free. These sound very simple, but these are a complete book of aphorisms that need to be incorporated in our life. They incorporate all the yogas. They incorporate Bhakti yoga. They incorporate Karma yoga. They incorporate Raj yoga. They incorporate Jnana yoga. They incorporate Japa yoga. They incorporate all the possible yogas to reach that highest pinnacle and the goal of life, of self-realization, God realization. Serve. Serve means karma yoga. An individual has to perform every action as a service to humanity without wanting anything in return, without any expectations. When an action is performed to serve society as an offering, seeing the human being or any act as an act of love without any expectation in return, the mind, which is always wanting and wanting and wanting, will start reducing the wants because it is done selflessly without any expectations. That is the quintessence of Karma Yoga. Swami Shivananda gives us a very small example. He says it should be so subtle where the ego should be completely not there, because he says when the giving is being done by the right hand, even the left hand should not know about it. It's just a way of saying so, but that's how subtle it is. Having no expectation at all. Love. Serve, love. Love is Bhakti yoga. Love for the Lord. Love for humanity. Love for all creatures. Love for every single thing in this manifestation. Even the smallest and smallest of insects. That love, when it is engaged in and the giving is complete, it transcends from the simple love of a human with another. It transcends into cosmic love. That is the truth. Because that eternal self bestows upon the individual the grace to grow into cosmic love. Bhakti yoga. Serve, love, give. Give is giving away. Whatever one possessions are there, give away so that one does not have the possessive nature of wanting to have more and more and more. Contentment is the key. Because the more we have, the more the wanting. Even if one has enough and more, so be it. But that attachment should not be there to that. Serve, love, give, purify. Purification takes place through all these actions. But purification also happens through tapas, where one mentally and physically sometimes starves as in doing, nowadays it's a fashion to do intermittent fasting, which is supposed to be very good for health as well. And studies have proven that intermittent fasting is very, very helpful in prevention of cell deterioration within the body. So, intermittent fasting of the body, but it should not be restricted to the body only. Fasting of the mind also has to be there. All the time engrossed in externalities, consumerism. One has to draw oneself inward. Do pratyahar. Pratyahar as in drawing the mind from the object, drawing it to the source from where that sense object arose from the senses. Serve, love, give, purify, meditate. Meditation has to be started off as a morning and evening activity to start off with, because meditation, as it were, it starts off as only contemplation and concentration. But meditation has to be a 24/7 process, all the time, here and now. It culminates in that after the practice continues for a long time, because one remains in meditation all the time. But starting, one has to do meditation on a regular basis, morning, evening. Serve, love, give, purify, meditate, realize, inquire, who am I? Be good, do good, be kind, be compassionate. Inquire, who am I? Know thyself and be free. The inquiry, the quintessence of finding out, who am I truly? Who is this I who considers himself, herself as this body, this mind? Who is this? When that inquiry takes place and one goes down to the very deepest recesses of the heart to find out from where that sense of I arose, then that quest leads into the dissolution of that I, because there is no I in the first instance. It was only notional. It was non-existent. When that inquiry leads to the revelation of the truth, eternity bestows itself upon the individual to raise that individual into the heights of spiritual glory, into self-realization, self-abidance, self-absorption. That is the truth. There have been many sages and saints who have attained this and realized the truth and revealed it to the world at large. Swami Shivanandaji Maharaj has given this in no uncertain terms. Follow these rules strictly, and there is no doubt that one will achieve the goal in life, in this very life. If it is done with earnestness, with intensity, with mukshatva, with strong aspiration and determination, and the wanting, the desire, the keen desire for desirelessness has to be there. That's the crux, that's the crucible based on which all else, the negativity, everything falls away, to reveal that absolute truth, that pure awareness. So, Swami Shivananda's teachings: serve, love, give, purify, meditate, realize, Be good, do good, be kind, be compassionate. Inquire who am I, know thyself, and be free. The quintessence of all the Vedas, the quintessence of all the Upanishads, all the scriptures condensed into these small aphorisms. Let us utilize these techniques. Let us utilize these methods to transcend this notion and to realize that ever existent truth that I am that Aham Brahmasmi. I am that eternal, absolute, pure self. Seeing is not happening through this I, but seeing is happening through the eye of eternity. Hari Om Tat Sat. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnaat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.